Now, I know we were talking about magic before, but now I'm curious about Iman's wife, Arlessa Isolde. Now, she is the wife of, the Arl, and she's the mother of Connor. She originally hailed from Orlais, but moved to Redcliffe in Ferelden when Isolde's father became the 10th Orlesian Arl to govern over Redcliffe. So you'd think that Logain would hate her, right? Isolde's family didn't take to their new home and tasks very well, as news that every other Orlesian Arl before Isolde's father had been assassinated by the bands or beheaded by Emperor Reveal, for failure most likely. During her life in Redcliffe, Isolde met Iman, the rightful heir to the lands of Redcliffe controlled by her father. Quickly, Isolde became smitten with Iman because he was part of the resistance, even though it was her own family he opposed. Her love for Iman grew rather rapidly, and she decided to stay by Iman's side when her family was finally driven from Redcliffe. Iman would later take Isolde to be his wife, and the Arlessa of Redcliffe when he became Arl. So she really did love him. Now that's interesting. I didn't think so, because she's the younger wife. Unbeknownst to Iman, Isolde has magic in her family, and this trait has been inherited by her son. In an attempt to hide Connor's magic from Iman and to keep Connor by her side, he would have been sent to the circle if his talents were revealed. She hires Joan, an apostate mage, to tutor her son. However, due to his uncontrolled abilities, Connor becomes possessed by a desire demon while trying to find a cure for his father, which we're about to see, who has been poisoned by Joan. Magic ritual is suggested. She is willing to offer her own life to save her sons. And I'm saying this because this was in the other playthrough, so this is, not really that big of a spoiler. If the warden chooses to kill Connor to defeat the demon, she will plead for another solution, but will ultimately offer to make the killing blow, as she wants to be there to comfort Connor in his final moments, and that's what happened in my playthrough. However, Isolde and her son's life can both be spared if the warden acquires the aid of the Circle of Magi, which I'm going to do this time. If the warden does not immediately agree to save Connor, Isolde may try to persuade the warden to save her son by offering some of her wealth. Damn it, I missed that. Even if the warden chooses the dialogue option, I'll hold you to that. Isolde will not give the warden any money. Bitch, fuck you. Instead, she offers the warden a staff, which she claims is the most valuable thing to her. Nonetheless, it sells for less than half a sovereign. So, yeah, I'm glad to read that. I did not know that she really loved him. I mean, she is a much younger wife. And I thought maybe it was sort of like a Kaelin thing, where he married young, being older, because he didn't, he wanted to, have an heir to whatever. But I'm glad to know that she really was in love with him. Although, that's, she turned on her family. And technically she turned on her husband by keeping the son's magic and the magic in her family a secret, which sort of gives a new twist to Alistair being king, marrying a mage. I kind of like that. So, yeah, I'm glad I learned that. I shouldn't be, but I really am glad that they were in love.
It will be done.
Please, don't hurt me! I'm sorry. I'm so frightened. These monsters are everywhere. My name's Valena. The Arlessa's maid. Is she all right? What happened to everyone? You know my father. I want to go back to the village. Is there a way out of here? But the monsters! I'll find my way. I can run fast and I know the castle. Thank you.
Well, knowing about Isolde, let's learn about Iman. Iman presumably spent most of his childhood in Redcliffe. When his father joined the rebellion, he was sent together with his brother Tegan to live with relatives in the Free Marches. When their father perished in the battle at West Hill, Iman was 15 years old. It can be assumed that when Megran was the usurper was defeated a few years later, King Merrick recalled Iman from the north and restored him as the rightful Earl of Redcliffe. He is the maternal uncle of King Caelan, and he helped raise Alistair from a distance when his mother died. He fell ill with a mysterious condition that even magic could not treat. And I'm not going to read more of that because I don't want to give too many spoilers. But let's find out about Connor real quick. Before the arrival of the Warden, Connor began to demonstrate magical abilities. According to the laws of the Chantry, this would result in the child being sent to the Circle Tower for tutoring, as well as forfeiting all rights to lands and titles. Now that I didn't think about. Scared of losing her son and ashamed of his magical power, his mother Isolde, the Arlessa of Redcliffe, decided instead to hire a tutor to teach the boy in secret, to tutor the boy to teach him how to hide his secret. Her intention was that Jawan would help her son not only control his powers, but also conceal them from others, allowing him to escape the grasp of the Circle and the Templars. Unfortunately for her, Jawan was sent to Redcliffe by Terran Loghain to poison Arl Iman, which explains one of the reasons why he was, doing that, not only for control, but yeah. A task in which the mage succeeded. In an attempt to save his father's life, Connor naively allowed himself to be possessed by a desire demon. He is the one responsible for the hordes of undead attacking Redcliffe village at night. Connor is first encountered in Castle Redcliffe. He will occasionally have brief moments of lucidity, coming around only to find that he's lost time and has absolutely no clue what's going on. So I can definitely see why Loghain has this animosity, not only for power against Iman, but because he married, because of the Olesian background, Yeah, that's deep. Because I can imagine him being extremely pissed off about that. Yeah. Wow. I'm still shocked that Isolde was in love with Iman. That they actually fell in love. I really didn't peg that. I really didn't. I thought she was a gold digger. And to a certain extent, she is, probably. I don't know. Hiding that kind of thing about her son. Although, that does suck. I did not think about him. It's one of those things that because I just got through talking about. It's interesting that my Toon will be a mage and be a queen. But, yeah, he would have lost his title and his birthright just by being a mage. That's so messed up. Okay. Wow.
So these are our visitors. The ones you told me about, Mother.
Yes, Connor.
And this is the one who defeated my soldiers? The ones I sent to reclaim my village?
Yes.
And now it's staring at me. What is it, Mother? I can't see it well enough.
This is a woman, Connor. Just as I am.
You lie! This woman is nothing at all like you. Why, just look at her. Half your age, and pretty too. I'm surprised you don't order her executed in a fit of jealousy.
Connor, I beg you. Don't hurt anyone.
Mother? What's happening? Where am I?
Oh, thank the Maker. Connor, can you hear me?
Get away from me, fool woman! You are beginning to bore me.
Grey Warden, please don't hurt my son. He is not responsible for what he does. No! Don't say that!
So, the boy has become an abomination and sundered the veil.
Connor didn't mean to do this. It was that mage, the one who poisoned Demon. He started all this. He summoned this demon. Connor was just trying to help his father.
And made a deal with the demon to do so? Foolish child.
It was a fair deal. Father is alive, just as I wanted. Now it's my turn to sit on the throne and send out armies to conquer the world. Nobody tells me what to do anymore.
Nobody tells him what to do. Nobody! Ha 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 ha!
Quiet, Uncle! I warned you what would happen if you kept shouting, didn't I? Yes, I did. But let's keep things civil. This woman will have the audience she seeks. Tell us, woman, what have you come here for? I'm not finished playing. You can't make me stop. I think it's trying to spoil my fun, Mother.
I don't think...
Of course you don't. Ever since you sent the knights away, you do nothing but deprive me of my fun. Frankly, it's getting dull. I crave excitement and action. This woman spoiled my sport by saving that stupid village. And now she'll repay me.
It's sad to see him like this, completely possessed. But why isn't he, because he's possessed and he's living, why isn't he an abomination right now? So technically he is an abomination. Yeah. Interesting. That is well, actually, they're not really. I don't know. It gets very complicated. But I'm trying to think about. I mean, when you think about, it wasn't only her hiding it for Connor's sake. She was hiding it for her sake as well, because having the magical powers, even though she's not a mage herself, would she have been able to maintain her marriage? There wouldn't be an heir to the throne because they'd be afraid to have another kid. So did she do it for Connor, or did she do it for herself? Why do I keep wanting to make this lady evil? Isn't that horrible? Even when I read that she was in love and everything, I'm still trying to make her evil.
Tegan. Oh, Tegan. Are you all right?
I am better now, I think. My mind is my own again.
Blessed Andraste. I would never have forgiven myself had you died. Not after I brought you here. What a fool I am. Please. Connor's not responsible for this. There must be some way we can save him. Yes. I didn't tell you because I believed we could help him. I still do.
I'm sorry, my lady, but Connor has become an abomination. He's no longer your son.
You! You did this to Connor!
I didn't summon any demon. I told you. Please, if you'll let me help.
Help? You betrayed me! I brought you here to help my son, and in return you poisoned my husband?
This is the mage you spoke of? Didn't you say he was in the dungeon?
He was. I assumed the creatures had killed him by now. He must have been set free. Useful? After everything he did, he should be executed! Without him, none of this would have happened.
Your secrecy made his actions possible, Isolde.
But
I know what you must think of me, my lady. I took advantage of your fear. I'm sorry. I never knew it would come to this.
Well, I shan't turn away his help. Not yet. And if Connor is truly an abomination...
He's not always the demon you saw. Connor is still inside him, and sometimes he breaks through. Please, I just want to protect him.
Isn't that what started this? You hired the mage to teach Connor in secret, to protect him.
If they discovered Connor had magic, then they'd take him away. I thought if he learned just enough to hide it, then... Upstairs in his room. I think the demon has been keeping him alive.
So if we destroy the demon, then...
Then my husband may perish. Yes.
The demon in Connor needs to be destroyed. Killing Connor is the easiest way to do that, certainly. But there is another way. A mage could confront the demon in the Fade, without hurting Connor himself.
What do you mean? Is the demon not within Connor?
Not physically. The demon approached Connor in the Fade while he dreamt, and controls him from there. We can use the connection between them to find the demon.
You can enter the Fade, then? And kill the demon without hurting my boy?
No, but I can enable another mage to do so. It normally requires lyrium and several mages. But I have... blood magic. Lyrium provides the power for the ritual, but I can take that power from someone's life energy. This ritual requires a lot of it, however. All of it, in fact.
So, someone must die? Someone must be sacrificed?
Yes, and then we send another mage into the Fade. I can't enter because I'm doing the ritual. Maybe I shouldn't have said anything. It's not much of an option. The power has to come from somewhere, and that means either lyrium or blood.
Then let it be my blood. I will be the sacrifice.
What? Isolde, are you mad? Eamon would never allow this.
Either someone kills my son to destroy that thing inside him, or I give my life so my son can live. To me, the answer is clear.
Blood magic. How can more evil be of any help here? Two wrongs don't make a right.
It does seem like a sensible choice, with a willing participant.
Connor is blameless in this. He should not have to pay the price.
It's up to you, my friend. You know more about such things than I do, and it's your companion going into the Fade. The decision is yours.
You can find lyrium and more mages at the Circle of Magi, if they would even do it. That is an excellent point. One of the treaties is also for the Circle of Magi, after all.
The tower is about a day's journey across the lake. You could attempt to get the mages' help.
But what will happen here? Connor will not remain passive forever.
Very well. I will keep Jowan here as a precaution. He says he wants to help, so he will keep an eye on Connor with us. Go to the tower quickly, then. The longer you are away, the greater the chances of disaster.
Okay, on to... Well, actually, what I think we're going to do is we're going to head back to camp first. Maybe hold some conversations so you hear something other than my voice for a while. Get them to love me a little bit more, everybody, and then we will continue on to the circle. We're going through this pretty quick. See you in the next one.